a physician, I really started to realize when I started into practice that I just didn't have the tools to take care of some of the most important issues that were ailing my patients, which was really food that they were eating and how it was making them sick. I mean, there's so many of their chronic health problems could be traced back to their diet. So I got very interested in nutrition and whole foods and actually wrote a book that was called The Jungle Effect that was really focused on nutrition and whole diets. And after working on that book for a couple of years and publishing it, I suddenly realized that I had actually been missing a major point, which was how the food was grown, and that in fact might have as much to do with our health as the food itself. And that precipitated a whole other investigation into how farming and food production impacts our health. I realized that obviously the food itself was a powerful pathway, but how the soil was treated and the water and the air and the farmers themselves was just as consequential. My whole approach is on what I call win-win scenarios, interventions that are really good for the environment and the soil and are also really good for our bodies. And it turns out that there are very few places where those two things don't line up. There's very few arguments I can make for certain practices in agriculture that would be healthy for humans but unhealthy for the soil, or healthy for the soil but unhealthy for humans. Farmers need to start thinking of themselves as being on the front line of human health, that they are in fact health guardians of their communities. And that is, for a lot of farmers, I think something that has occurred to them, but they haven't really owned that role. And healthcare has not anointed them with that role. And so I think both of those things need to happen, that we really do have to start to see farmers and their decisions as being absolutely central to our human health.